That's right. Fuck the amazing Lucas. The amazing Lucas, a guy who started off on YouTube bootlicking, whatever, then turned pro-black. But now he's going back. Seems like he's back bootlicking. You know what I'm saying? He's back on his light-skinned shit. Now a lot of people, we know about the incidents in North Carolina or South Carolina with what's that the 14-year-old black boy who got shot. And Amazing Lucas went on this rant about, oh, the kid did have a gun. It's not a thief issue. It's a self-defense issue. And he goes into his saying he was posting a gun on Instagram. His parents failed him. You know what I'm saying? Black people should be protesting and, talking about, degenerate black culture led to that circumstances and so forth. Now, I'm going to break this down. The whole gas station, black kids being shot at gas, black people having problems with these gas stations, convenience stores or whatever. And I'm going to break it down in a way that nobody has ever broke it down. First of all, you got to ask yourself, why isn't white people or non-black people getting popped like this, getting caught like this? And why isn't American ran or major gas, or, major franchises that hire Americans, why don't they have this problem? Now, we could go into black people need to own their own stores and whatnot and so forth. That's a conversation in of itself. But don't act like black people don't own business. The gas station, truck stop, Buc-ee's, spelled Buccee''s with that beaver logo or whatever. Buc-ee's is ran by was founded by a black person. Yeah. Some black men, especially black men that's on their shit, is like, why would I own a corner store when I can own a nationwide franchise? That's something to think about. But owning your corner store, owning your own businesses in your own community, that's a good thing. But also in a lot of poor white communities, I see a lot of the same problems. A lot of the corner stores are owned by foreigners, gas stations and so forth, unless it's a gas station by a major that's a major franchise. And I know, because in my city, things aren't just so, neighborhoods aren't so black or white. I see plenty of scuzzy white people inside foreign-owned businesses, and so forth, all the time. It's just, it's more so in my city, it's about who got money and who don't got money. And I know everybody's in these gas stations stealing. So why is it, black people are the one that's, getting spotted and got it? I used to work at a gas station. I made a video about that when I was falling off in life before I became a Greyhound bus driver. And yeah, just me working at a gas station, I'm like, everybody's stealing up in this motherfucker. But I work for a major chain. I work for Thornton's. That's a major chain, and they tell us, hey, don't go chasing after shoplifters or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If you go chasing after a shoplifter and get your ass beat, you can also lose your job. And I understand that there's kind of like this difference between a major chain, nationwide chain, and a store just owned by foreigners. But I think that these foreigners should take some policies from these major chains. But I get it. You run your store your own way. They got a different way of dealing with shoplifters and so forth. But it's overreacting, don't you think? Because, you know what I'm saying, major stores which, we should be supporting if not black-owned stores, American chains that hire Americans. I'm on my American First ship, yeah, but we got to start supporting those chains because this doesn't happen there. Maybe we could say, well, the employees only getting paid $8, $11 an hour or whatnot. You know, they're too busy on their phone. They ain't chasing after no goddamn shoplifter. Yeah, I agree. For instance, there's a YouTube channel called, I think it's called Gas Station Encounters, where it's a gas station that's owned by these white people. And besides, you know, actually running the gas station, they also catch thieves, you know what I'm saying? And they post it on their YouTube channel. People coming in there stealing, but they make sure positively that they got the guy. They check the camera, then they confront them in a parking lot with their phone and tell them you need to wait for police and so forth. And even ones that get away, they still got their image on their YouTube channel. That's how you're supposed to do it. You ain't supposed to be chasing after somebody with a gun. And then Amazing Lucas may say, well, he had a gun or he's posting guns. Man, that really doesn't matter, man. That doesn't matter at all. You got to ask yourself, why are, you know what I'm saying, black boys are the ones that's getting caught up? You know, why are these foreigners so gun-ho, but major change in franchises tell their employees, man, don't sweat that shit, man. Just post a picture up on the door or whatnot, man, but don't be going chasing after who you feel is a shoplifter. But Major Gas Station Encounters, their channels, they catch everybody, white, black, and so forth. And there's a way that they do when they, a method they use when they confront shoplifters and so forth. So these foreigners who own these stores, man, they gotta be retrained. There has to be new policies put in place. Whether that kid had a listen to NBA YoungBoy and had a, you know, that's sort of irrelevant. I know they want to assassinate his character, but I worked at a gas station, man. Everybody's in there fucking up. You know, one thing they'll do, well, especially them white boys, they'll get them expensive energy drinks, put it in a fountain cup, you know, and then try to pass it off that they got a fountain drink that's like 89 cents or whatnot. And I'll catch them. And I'll say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge you $4 for that energy drink. And I'm charging you for a cup of ice. And a lot of these convenience stores or whatnot, their major sales, if they sell gas, is going to be gas and tobacco products. If they're not selling gas, and them tobacco products are in the back there, it's behind the case or whatnot. They have to get them. So I get it, self accountability to black people, you know what I'm saying, poor black people, you know what I'm saying, they need to, because Amazing Lucas, he made videos saying, oh, black people can't win, that white people tell us to pull up their bootstraps. But in Amazing Lucas' video, he's telling black people to pull up their bootstraps. Now, black people who are educated and who got money, they already know, you know what I'm saying, they already know the program. They know exactly how to move. You know what I'm saying? Black people in these sort of, people in economically deprived areas, whether white or black, yeah, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have a tougher time. But I've seen white people in these stores, these packy stores, stealing, getting into it with the owners, telling them to go back to their own country and all kind of other shit, talking about this is America. Oh shoot, literally saying all kind of crazy stuff. I remember one white dude, he came in there like a cowboy arguing with the packy dude talking about America. I just left the store. I said, man, I don't want to feel like dealing with this shit. So that's the crux of what I'm trying to say. Why isn't this happening with white people going inside these gas stations, these corner stores and so forth? Because I know they're stealing like everybody else. And why isn't this happening at major franchises like Speedway, Thornton's, Wawa, and so forth? That's all I want to say. Thanks for watching. Never stop learning.